Hello, Lions, and welcome to Farmer Friday at Linda Elementary School. I am Mr. Garcia, your assistant principal, and there is no place I would rather be than right here at Linda Elementary School in the sandbox. Farmer. Okay, well, now farmers and farm workers in the United States produce, I think, up to like 60% of the world's food. Some dispute that, say it's a little bit more, it's a little bit less. In any case, it is a ton of food. I think we produce 90% of the food that we have here as it is. So that is very great, and we owe a great debt of gratitude to all farmers, farm workers, anybody who works in that industry. They feed us. And so let's be thankful for that, okay? Teachers, thank you very much for getting your lunch count and attendance in. Always really appreciate that. Some extra announcements. The fall book fair is open next week in the library. There are posters on the library doors and around the office that say when it's open. The only day the book fair will not be open for morning recess and for sixth grade lunch recess is Tuesday. On Tuesday, the book fair hours during school will start at 12 noon. Okay, next week, the library will not be open before school. Mrs. Worm will be working in the book fair. Students need to go to the cafeteria in front of the yellow line outside. Okay, and remember, next week are mini days, so let's keep that in mind. Most of the days are mini days. We have our first trimester rally coming up today, and maybe by the time you watch this, we may have already had it for you, so we'll see. All staff, make sure you look at that lower and upper grade agenda so you know if you are presenting at the rally. Okay, very good. Let's see, the weather is chilly. Maybe we're going to get a little bit of rain. We're not so sure about that. We're still checking on that. The weatherman is supposed to get back to me. Let me know. Let's say the words of PBIS together, Lions. Okay, ready? One, two, three. Respectful, responsible, and safe. Okay, very good. Hey, Mrs. Carlson is getting in the mix today with a lot of cards. So let's start with Venice. Mrs. Carlson is recognizing Venice. So responsible. Every day he takes at least one AR test. Some days even testing in the library before school. You got a smiley face and a heart there, Venice, from Mrs. Carlson. Great job. Next one is Jocelyn. Does a great job completing her work to the fullest. She always goes beyond the minimum, takes pride in all she does. Smiley face and heart for Mrs. Carlson. Jocelyn, you are awesome. Allison is being recognized. Allison is such a role model to her class, someone others can look to in order to see what needs to be done. Great job. Again, smiley face and heart for Mrs. Carlson. And finally, Kylie being recognized. An awesome job transitioning quickly and quietly every time. She is always a student others can turn to in order to see what should be done. Great job. Heart, smiley face, Mrs. Carlson. Kylie, all of you guys, you did awesome. So super proud of you. Now we're going to get to our drawings. Okay, so now it's time for the drawing, and you know what? It's going to be me today. So lower grades, I'm going to pick two out of here real quick. I don't really waste timelines by now. You know me. Damien and Mrs. Messick's class. Congratulations, Damien. And this one is for Adexe in Mrs. Messick's class. Congratulations, Adexe. Come up and get your prize. But first, let's finish the drawing. This is for 4th through 6th grade. I got to get two out of here for Jackson Arnold in Mrs. Cisneros' class. Jackson and Nakai Von Bush in Mr. Yang's class. All you guys head up here and get to the spot so you can get your prize. Hey, Lions, I just wanted to say let's finish this up. So let's look at what we're going to be having for lunch today. We're going to have chicken and cheese quesadilla with Southwest black bean and corn. Oh man, that looks like it's going to be good. And there's some other good vegetables and things on there. Okay, so let's look at some birthdays for today. Today is the 15th, so we have Juan Gonzalez, 12 years old in Mrs. Williams' class. Justina Stafford, 6 years old in Mrs. Grant's class. Michelle Zhang, 6 years old in Mrs. Hudson's class. And over the weekend on Saturday, Briella Lule is 8 years old in Mrs. Olensky's class. Oliver Reed is 8 years old in Mrs. Carlson's class. And so happy birthdays to all of you. I also wanted to thank you all for wishing Miss Elsa a happy birthday yesterday when you went to the cafeteria. So that was very awesome of you. Made her day. So great job. Okay, so let's talk about a joke now, okay? What do you call a bear standing in the rain? A drizzly bear.
You know that. You know that for sure. That's a grizzly bear. Okay, let's all stand for the flag salute. Hats off, hoods off. Standing, facing the flag. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, very good, Lions. Excellent job. Make sure you're here every day. Be here every day and don't miss school, because when you miss school, you miss out. I will set it there. And remember, the world is a different place. The world is a better place because you're in it. So have a great day, Lions, and we'll see you around.